What's up, folks? I have a new elevator here. It's a 3x3 platform elevator based off of Dr. Plasma's 3x3 design. This one came out pretty well, actually. I'll just run through it quickly. A lot of cool stuff here. Receiver, transmitter, instant wire, and it's pretty compact and quick. It's repetitive, 14 floors, lectern. Let's check it out. Let's see here. I'll also show you how I designed it to begin with and then took it from there. As you can see, it's like I say, it's pretty compact all the way around. And there's still a lot of space. It could probably make this even more compact, but I don't know, sometimes a little room is good. Kind of gives you a chance to see what's going on. But yeah, I've already redesigned it twice. But I think I've got some ideas to redesign it, but I'm going to leave it as is. And if there's any optimism to do on this, I'm going to apply it to the next elevator. But anyway, let's check it out. Let's go down. Let's go down here and take a look. So you have your lectern, right? Let's get a pointer going here. So if you're going to call it up, well, actually, let's write it up first. Let's go up to say how about 7. All right, so here's what happens quickly. So a 7 flashes here, all right? This produces your value. This whole elevator is based on value. So a 7 comes here and here because it's part of this one circuit. All right, a 7 goes through this counter. And then this turns it into a pulse length. The pulse length goes down this wall. All right, it goes up the bubble column. And then you've got receivers over here, 14 of them, 1 per floor. And the specific receiver will accept the pulse length because of this lectern situation here. A lot of you people know how that works already. But the pulse length with this redstone block, the pulse length gets turned back into, by this counter, gets turned back into a value. And then because of this here, it determines if the signal is going to go through here or not. All right, so let's ride it up to 7. Then there's more to it, but I'll just let's just get it going here. So we're going to go up to 7. You'll go up and you'll see the white block come out for 7. Right up here. All right, and up it comes. So this upper lock will reset here once the elevator hits this floor. There it is. And you know me and my resets. I just like the elevator to be in a neutral state. It makes it easier to apply everything. All right. Yeah. Now, if you're going to call it, and actually it's rather quick. So if we're going to go up, let's ride it up to 8. Let's see, here we are. Okay, let's ride it up to 8. You'll see how fast the lock comes out the very last second. There it is, okay? Every floor is like that. There's no delay in between. Like say if you're going to come up to 14, I mean it's instant. The only delay is the fact that it's a a flying machine. And if you're going to come down, say you want to go to floor 7, or let's go to 3. See that target block down there? Up. That's going to stop the elevator. Down on 3. And there it is. All right, now this you can finish off if you want to. You can, build out the shaft if you want to. You just got to leave a space for these, that type of thing. But otherwise, yeah. These here need to stay. This is your upper lock reset. This is your lower lock reset. And let's give it a call. All right, let's call it up to, where are we? 9. Let's call it up to 10. All right, so if you're going to call it up, you've got to dial in your floor at the select turn. And I'll show you what happens. So when you work the call function, what happens is, say we're on floor 10 over here. So a 10 is going to come across here. All right, and you've got a 9 right here feeding the side of this comparator, and you've got a right here is a decorative pot that throws a 9 value here. So 10 minus 9 is 1. So you've got a 1 that comes through here. And because it's a 1, it doesn't go anywhere else. So it's going to activate this comparator here, and it's going to deactivate this piston here. All right, which creates a chain reaction, pulls this redstone block back, and it makes all these redstone blocks lift off the top of here. Anyway, it brings all these observers up and throws a signal through this repeater here. And the only one that'll accept a signal is the only one that's up, like this here. So what happens is when you're on a floor, this memory cell gets activated. So right now we're on 3. Yes, we're on 3 right now. So this memory cell gets activated, which activates these 2 pistons here, and this one is for the elevator to go down, and this one's for the elevator to go up. So when you call the elevator, these slime block towers will move, and if these things are up in place, this will pull this observer down here and throw a signal through here. All right, and you can see that this is pretty compact. This is a extended piston, so it will not stick to this slime block. So this tower actually works really well. And then, okay, so you call. Let's see, we're going to go up to floor 10. 9, 10. All right, so you're going to call. 10's going to go through here. Minus 9 is 1. All right, it's going to activate that slime tower, and signal's also going to go up through here and turn it into a pulse length. All right, pulse length is going to go down the wall. It's going to go up the bubble column, and it's going to throw the lock on floor 10. All right, because that's what you're calling for, and the elevator's coming up, so it's going to cause this blue circuit to light up, and because the target block is over there, this is the feed for the upper lock. All right, if this target block was over here, then when you call it or ride it, the elevator would go down but in this case it's coming up. So it's going to lock the upper lock. So when we hit 10, you're going to see this blue circuit light up, and it's going to be the only one that lights up. All right, let's see here. There we go. You see that? That's it. The elevator's on its way up. The upper lock happened. You saw the blue circuit light up, and then that's it. This, I think, one of my favorite designs, although I love my other ones because, you know, I'm starting to figure things out. But anyway, that's basically how it works. I'm going to show you this over here, which I thought was pretty cool. Now, if you want to call it to floor 1, back here is, this is your call for floor 1, whether it's going up or down, whether you call it up or call it down. So in this case, we're going to call it down. So the fact that we're going to call it down means we're going to dial a 1 in here. All right, we're going to dial a 1, and again, same thing happens. A 1 comes through here, doesn't go anywhere else. A 1 comes through here, comes down here, goes through these two comparators. All right, and since it's a 1, it's allowed to go through. It activates this piston and pushes that redstone block that way, which pulls this redstone block that way and pulls this down. It causes the elevator to come down. So when we press it, you're going to see that redstone block go to the left. All right, and here it'll come. Excellent. So now what happens is, once it gets on floor 1, and if we go up and call the elevator up, what's going to happen is this piston, this is going to be pulled up, and then this piston is going to pull this whole thing back, and this redstone block is going to be pulled back to here, which will cause the elevator to go up. So it's a two-way activation. So now when I push the button here, say we're going to go up, let's just go up to floor 2. It's already there. And when we drop down, you're going to see that redstone block go to the right instead of the left, right down in there, if we can see it. So we'll try it here. So this time it went to the right, and then there it is. So that came out pretty well. That's a pretty neat design there. Anyway, you've got resets. Okay, every time the memory cell gets locked, right now it's on floor 2. So this is locked. All right, and then you're going to change floors. So you're going to go up to 3. That means that this memory cell will activate, and then this one will deactivate. And what happens is this automatically resets by pulling this block back. And that's how that reset works. You've also got another reset here. So when this counter works in this whole situation, activates a floor, it'll also reset. Over here you've got a redstone block that comes out and delivers the pulse length to this counter, a receiver. And you've got 2 different ticks here. So this is a 1 tick, so this is going to activate the receiver. And 3 ticks later, this one is going to activate and reset it. So it's in a neutral state every time. All right, and it gives it plenty of time to activate this floor and activate this memory cell. So that's what goes on. Now I'm going to take a minute to show you how I designed it to start with. So what I did was, here's Dr. Plasma's 3x3 elevator. All right, and what I did was I added a couple things. So this, this, and this. So that's his original design right there. And I needed this observer, which activates the upper lock reset. This one locates the elevator. This one activates the lower reset. And then, of course, we put a piston at the bottom. We'll use a regular piston. We'll put a piston at the bottom of the elevator so the elevator will stop. And what I do is I take the elevator and I put a ring around this level here. Alright, with immovable blocks, I start here. And I surround the elevator with this, and that's my floor to start with. And then I came up with this locking mechanism here. Two droppers face to face. You've got an item in the dropper that puts out a 2. Alright, let's see here. It puts out a 2, so it'll activate pistons on either side, and it locks the upper lock, and it also resets. So the observer comes by this, sends a pulse through here, and then it resets these locks. So after that's done, then I go to the bottom of the elevator. I put that piston on right there, and I put this ring around the bottom of the elevator. So your piston ends up sitting right here. And then what happens is when you want to stop on this floor, you send a signal here. It puts this in place. And then as the observer passes by this, it sends a signal. And it'll create this to pop out, which will stop the elevator, and it'll reset this target block. So there you go. And that's how it stops the elevator. So let's check it out. So let's put that in place. All right, let's send it down. Oh, we're up one too high here. Or two too high, I should say. All you have to do is hit this one observer. And there it is. All right. Very cool. Very simple. Now, if you want it to go down and pass by, because you're going to the next floor, and then as long as this is down, this target block, it's not going to activate. So now let's look at the upper lock quickly here. This, if you choose this floor, what's going to happen is the locks will pop out. All right, and once the elevator heads up, you're going to see it stop the elevator and the locks are going to reset. Perfect. So once I came up with this design here, I was able to take the elevator and keep building it from here. All right, so basically that's it. And if you wanted to expand this, you can take this and you can clone it up, or you can use World Edit, and then you fill it in from there. So, and right here, I think from here, what I did was I started to link these two together, so they can be, which is the blue circuit over here. So this is the next step here. I put this blue circuit in, which it connects the upper and lower lock. And this target block, if this target block comes out here, then this signal is going to go through here, and down into this target block, and that's the lower lock. Or if the target block is over here, signal is going to go through here and go through here, and work the upper lock. And that's based on the location of the elevator. So anyway, that's it. That's what I got. My 3x3. And a shout out to Maxed Out for helping me out with this elevator in some spots. He gave me some great ideas. Appreciate it. Look forward to the next one. And of course, thanks again to Dr. Plasma for his 3x3 design. So that's it. Peace out.